Dear colleagues, Ministry of Defense spokesperson Mr. Vilyen Pidgornyy will speak on Russian military aggression in eastern Ukraine. Mr. Pidgornyy, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you a weekly update on the Russian aggression against Ukraine between November 28th and December 5th. The overall situation at the front line continues to have a simmering nature with frequent provocations instigated by Russia-backed militants. The number of ceasefire violations was between 44 on December 2nd at the highest point and 26 on December 4th at the lowest. Ukrainian positions came under hostile fire from both small arms and heavy weapons. The number of sniper fire maintained at 16 incidents last week. The enemy snipers were active every day except the weekend. The elevated rate of sniper fire can be related to Russian regulars training their proxy forces in eastern Ukraine. Hostile shellings from 82 and 120 millimeter mortars and 152 millimeter artillery and tank fire were registered in the Mariupol sector. The vast majority of ceasefire violations took place in the area of Mariinka, Krasnogorivka, Vilyen, and Shirokine. Other flashpoints of the conflict were Talakivka, Lebedinske, and Pavlopil. Russia-backed militants violated ceasefire in the Donetsk sector, primarily in the Donetsk area, on the Donetsk airport area, including Avdiivka, Opytne, and Pisky, as well as Luhansk village and Horlivka perimeter. In the Luhansk sector, tensions persisted across the whole sector. Ceasefire violations were registered in every frontline area of the sector, namely Novoaidar, Popasna, and Stanitsa Luhanska district. Over the week, Ukrainian troops have registered 5 episodes of hostile drones conducting aerial reconnaissance in the ATO area. The number of drone flights continues to stay low due to bad weather in eastern Ukraine. Ukraine's military intelligence reports of the ongoing military assistance of Moscow to its proxy forces. Russia has delivered more fuel to eastern Ukraine. 3 train echelons have arrived to the railway station in Ilovaisk, Donetsk region, and Rovenki, Luhansk region. As of now, we can confirm that the militants received at least 1,400 tons of fuel. As per intelligence reports, the total number of casualties amongst Russian proxies is 6 killed and 9 wounded over the week. Last week, 2 Ukrainian servicemen were killed in action, and 19 servicemen were wounded in action. Our hearts go out to the friends and families of the fallen Ukrainian heroes. One civilian was injured as a result of the explosion in the backyard of his home in Avdiivka, Donetsk sector. The incident took place at 10 after 7 in the morning on November 30th. 5 buildings were damaged as a result of militant attacks last week. 2 of them were private homes in Mariinka, and the other 3 were non-residential buildings in Avdiivka. Following up on the last week's news about the damaged water supply line in Toretsk, Donetsk region, the local authorities repaired the line on December 2nd. The water supply was restored the very next day. However, Russia-backed militants did not halt their fire at civilian infrastructure facilities, targeting now power supply lines. 909 residents of Mariinka area and 135 in Avdiivka were cut off from power on November 28th and 29th. In Avdiivka too, over 2,000 people were left without consistent water supply because the militant fire damaged the local electricity line that powered Donetsk water filter station. Ukrainian government is keen to repair the damages as soon as possible once the emergency services can get a clear passage to the site and guarantees of sustainable ceasefire from the militants. Over the week, Ukrainian authorities arranged for access and safe passage through the government checkpoints on the contact line of 63 trucks loaded with humanitarian aid for civilians living in the occupied areas of eastern Ukraine. The total payload of aid exceeds 1,345 tons. It includes food and medication, as well as electric supplies. Humanitarian assistance was provided by UNICEF, International Committee of the Red Cross, as well as by Ukrainian charity organizations. That'll be all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pidgornyy. Looking forward to seeing you here next Monday.
Thank you.